A lot don't think of their forefathers. There's always been somebody before us that has brought what we've got today, whether it was for the better or the worse. When we came to Lovely Banks, my sister and I made 8 kids at the school. When it closed, it probably had 88 kids.
I was born here. My parents met in the area when my dad shifted here when he was probably about 20. And I was born here and grew up here, went to the Lovely Banks school. Dad sort of joined the CFA when he moved to the area, because that's what most people did on farms. They joined their local CFA, and when I was probably about 17, I joined as well.
When I was 14, I started to drive the fire truck if it was called out, because my father was a captain, and often take the fire truck onto wherever my father was working, and I'd stop on the tractor and he'd take the truck to the fire. Well, if a 14-year-old was caught today driving a fire truck, you'd probably be locked up.
It's sort of a little bit different back then. People served for God, King and country, and young people were happy to sign up, even if they were underage, to try and go to war. At the time, Lovely Banks didn't have any facility to be stored in, and there was only the state school. It hung on the wall in the main building.
It was handed over when the school closed, and it was to be put in a community area.
It was decided that the honour board should then be put in the hall. In around 2008, the hall was destroyed by fire. The Lovely Banks Fire Brigade was paged to attend, and we have the records of that event here in the book.
I actually heard it on the wireless the next morning. Well, you were gutted, because there was years of hard work from everybody in the district and farmers. Everybody had contributed to get that there as a landmark more than anything. I came down here to the fire thing that morning. I knew exactly what wall it would be, but the board, of course, was gone. But fortunately, I had a photo.
You could read the names quite clearly, so another board was reproduced.
And I went down to the sign writer.
And that's what hangs in the station here today, so those names wouldn't be forgotten in the future.
So our fire brigade became our community centre.
It's just a reminder of those in the past. Like around our area, here's a lot of names of roads are named after the people in the area. Evans Road, Emerson's Road, Rowlands Road, Purnell Road, they're all named after people that lived in the area, and it should be remembered.
We've got to stop and think where we started from. And a lot of those fellas, they lost their life for the ones that are left, for what they've got today.